Hi everybody, it's Mary, Celtic Kelly, back with another reading for you from, I'm gonna say it, the angels, the archangels. I'm feeling St. Michael coming through strong today, and Raphael, and for some reason Jophiel, nature, animals, color yellow, solar plexus chakra, if that has any meaning for you. Yeah, so for today's pick a card reading, I've prepared 3 piles for you. We're going to take some angel tarot. I have some oracle cards prepared for you, and some more oracle cards, and then some more tarot perhaps if we feel this is right. So let's get down to this reading. Okay, so we have pile 1 with Shungite and this image. With the number 44, if that means anything or resonates with you. Okay. We have pile 2 with this image. Sorry, let me get out of my own way. We have Lapis Lazuli with this image and the number 34. Okay. And we have this image with Amethyst. Again, let me get out of your way. Amethyst with the number 54 and this image. Okay. Whichever image calls out the strongest to you, that is your card. If you need more time, I will link the timestamps below. You can pause the video. Okay, see you in your readings. Hello, pal 1. Welcome to your reading. So you chose Shungite and this image with the number 44. So, little fact about Shungite is it not only absorbs negativity, but it is a stone of incredibly strong energy for crystal. If you put this, or if you needed a battery, like a AA battery, AAA battery, like for a flashlight or torch, I don't know where you're coming from in this world. I am coming from New York City. So a flashlight, you could put this in place of a battery and the flashlight would turn on, the light would go on. That I believe that I'm getting a message, something's resonating with me about a light going on with you. Something is about to be revealed. So let's see. Let's put this back here. And let's see. So this card, it's a beautiful image. And the number 44 is a ascended angel number of stability, groundedness, security, having a strong foundation. So we have the sacrifice. This is beautiful. So this figure appears to be having her hands, or his, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. This person is using their root chakra energy here, which is the seat of creativity, desire, passion, ambition, things of that nature. But she's reaching up into the blue with orange. I don't know why I'm getting this message, but I'm hearing change. Something needs to change, or you want to change something, because something needs to be changed. Yes. And we have the sacrifice here. So let's uncover some more cards and more will be revealed. What is this sacrifice about? Who or what are you appealing to, and for what reason? So it seems like almost like a prayer to the heavens, to source, or the angels, or actually, yeah, there's blue and green here. And I did say in the intro that I was feeling Michael and Raphael coming in, and we've got blue being offered, these little blue flowers, and this color blue and green here, which would actually be the higher heart chakra. Raphael and Michael kind of combined a little, and even on her arms she has blue. It's part of her movement, his movement up towards source and the sun. See? And it's not like hastily done either. This was your question is founded in fact and stability. Perhaps you want to keep a stable situation, a situation in your life. Perhaps that you're ready to change something in your life, and you're in a position to do so. You have that foundation, you have that structure, you have that ability to go ahead and make this energetic, sorry, let me grab this energetic change, and you are also aligned with source or your angels or your star family, because you're sacrificing something. Either you're giving up something literally in this world, tangible, so that you can have the other thing, or you're just making kind of like a sacrifice to, I'm hearing all of a sudden, you could be sacrificing money literally because you want to buy something. So you're sacrificing certain desires that you have. Let's say you like, I don't know, pizza, and you're just going to say to yourself, no, I'm not going to buy pizza this week. I'm going to save that money for something more important. And ultimately, the sacrifice is given it's like there we go. It's as if your spirit guides, source, angels, ascended masters, you're there with them. You're making a sacrifice to them. You're appealing to that realm of existence, and that's nice. That shows like reverence on your part. You know, this is nice. So let's pull some more cards and see what more shall be revealed. Okay, so we have some energy cards here. Let's pull. So for pile number 1, what is this? What is the energy about this sacrifice that they're making or want to make? Sacrifice, pile 1. Pile 1, sacrifice. There we go. Oh, let it go. Nice. Nice. Here, you can take a look at this. Nice. Look at all that light. More green. Yeah, and then of course the heart chakra. So what I'm sensing here is there's a lot of soft energy here as well. See right here? This creamy pink color. It's almost like rose quartz. And yeah, these are matters of the heart. So something has been troubling your heart. You've been sacrificing something in your life for in the name of like love. And that 24 is 6. 6 is it's definitely the astrological house of Virgo, if that means anything to you, if it resonates with you in some way. And Virgo is about work and health. So perhaps you've been chasing something or wanting something at work or with your health, something concerning your health, and again, your spiritual family, let's just call it your spiritual family, that's what I call it. And Source, they're pretty much saying, no, you can let that go. Sometimes you let go of things to gain other things. You know, sometimes, oh, I'm seeing a door shutting. Yeah, and yeah, when one door shuts, another opens. But I'm just seeing a door shutting in a hallway. And it's dusty. The hallway and the door itself is dusty. So this could be an old desire that you've had. Something with your heart. You could literally have some health issues with your heart. Or you could be, I'm hearing, questioning matters of the heart. Whether that's in a romantic relationship, or perhaps something at your job you feel is unethical or immoral, something that's going on that you feel that, you know, you are the one taking things on yourself, and you're willing to make sacrifices to get what you want, or you're being asked to make sacrifices that you really don't want to do or don't make sense to you right now, you know, and it's affecting your heart, it's affecting how you feel about things. But also in this card, the sacrifice, the highest sacrifice you could make is your heart. That your heart is in alignment with Source. Your soul, your heart is in alignment with Source. So you're asking, you're making sacrifices. So let's see what else we can discern about what's going on with you. What is going on with this sacrifice and letting go? Yeah, you'll be a lot unburdened, letting go of attachment to the outcome. You know, so let's see. Pile number 1, soul. What's going on in the soul of pile number 1? What does spiritual family have to say about that? Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yes. So you already have the power to do what it is that you want to do. It's just that you're either choosing to sacrifice, make a sacrifice. You know, in the Bible, people would often make sacrifices to God, to Source, to be in favor with Source. Also, sometimes Source would ask people to make sacrifices. And then ultimately it leads to freedom of your soul and of yourself. Your I am, the I am that you are. So whatever this thing is that you're being suggested that you let go, even letting go can seem like a sacrifice, but it's going to lead to freedom. Your soul longs for freedom, so you're willing to sacrifice and just let it go. I mean, I'm hearing let go of the outcome, whatever the outcome of that situation is. Just let it go. You know, usually when you let outcomes go and give them to Source or your spiritual team, usually things work out well. So let's see, let's in a more, oh, excuse me, let me do it this way. Angel Tarot to set the tone for your actual tarot reading. What do the angels have to say? So we can gain more clarity for pile number 1 with this sacrifice and letting go. It's going to be a sacrifice, letting go, but it's going to lead to freedom. We have the 5 of Swords, the 5 of air. So yeah, the Five of Swords speaks to competitions. It could be literally fighting, infighting. It could be a difficult choice that you're making, and you want to win. Yeah, you want to win. You want to be right. I'm hearing you want to, with the foundational part here, you want to make sure that what you're doing is going to benefit you in some way. And this is part of your kind of like your mindset, how you're approaching this. Like, I'm going to win no matter what. I'm sorry, I'm just a messenger, but I just heard last word. It's like you got to have the last word, you know. And I'm talking about the 3D plane right now, you know, the earth plane right now. This is something going on in your life, on this earth, in the 3D, where you feel as if you're fighting others, perhaps, or it could be a healthy competition that you're getting ready for, and you can't. Let's say you were running a marathon, for example, and you're having a difficult time. I'm literally feeling that you have issues perhaps with your chest, either with your lungs, your heart, health issues, breathing issues of some sort, and you've chosen to do something similar. I'm just using this as an example, like run a race, run a marathon, and it's becoming, you know, you want to do this for a good reason, whatever it is that you are thinking about doing. You want to do a good job. You want to come out successful, the winner of this situation, and at the same time, you're being told, let it go, let go. By all means, pursue your goals and choices, but the choices you make. But again, the message I'm getting is attachments. Let go of the outcome. But really assess what you can do. You know, what can you sacrifice? If you go a little bit that extra mile, that's always, you know, good. But you know, in this case, you're being told, let it go. It's affecting your heart. Now, and when I say that, I mean both. It's affecting your heart, like your emotions, and it's affecting your heart, like literally your thoughts. Your plan of action to win. And what's being offered to you is freedom. So with some sacrifices and letting go of the outcome, you're just doing your best and letting the rest happen, unfold naturally. So let's see what is going on with pile one. It's just literally jumped out of this deck. Wow. Like, you know, we already said, great conductor of energy. You've got good energy, very fire energy, like go get it energy. So let's see what is going on with pile number one. What are they sacrificing? What do they feel that they need to fight for? Why is pile number one's spiritual family telling them to let it go? So we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. Oh, nice. We have the Ace of Cups. Let me put this right here next to the Five of Air. And we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So yes, you've been taking a stand about your beliefs and you know, the things that are important to you, whether or not this is real or imagined. You perceive that people are coming at you. You perceive that situations are coming at you. You're asking, I'm hearing you're praying, you're asking, what should you do next? In the meantime, however, you know, you in the sacrifice, you know, you're not asked to being, when you pray, to make literal sacrifices. The act of praying or meditating is a direct connection with Source. and it brings you closer to you. You know, there is something going on with you with this situation that you don't want to see. You know, you are in a place where you can make sacrifices. You are in a place, you've worked hard at this, and you are in a place to make sacrifices and to win at whatever it is that you're going after in life. It could be a relationship, you know, like a romantic relationship. It could be you're a parent and you want your child to go to this school or that school and they're just not listening. You could be a child and your parents aren't understanding you. A young person, not a child. Although you can be experiencing a child in your life, you know, doing that with you. It could be a situation at work, your career, what you really want to be doing as opposed to the 9 to 5, but I'm not getting that feeling at all. I'm just feeling that this has something to do with an emotional state that you're in. And an actual state of action, truth-based. You want to know the truth before. Are your sacrifices worth it? Can you let this or that go? Yes, the answer is yes, because you have freedom here. It will lead, you will be free. I'm hearing cast off what does not serve you. And you see, you are balanced right here on this little pedestal. The ocean is behind your back. Usually oceans and rivers, you know, represent like journeys and stuff, but this one has mountains, you know, and rocks and stuff, like your emotions. You have some blockages, and even though in your life you have balance and you are in a position to make changes, sacrifices, let it go. There is something you won't look at. You don't want to see. You don't want to see what's going on, and it's throwing your finances and your stability off. Really, the universe wants to give you a gift of, we just spoke about emotions and clarity and truth and winning whatever situation is where you feel as if you have to defend yourself. You're being cautioned, or it's suggested that you should let it go. Think about what it is you should let it go. And the universe and source and your spiritual family, they're offering you a new beginning. There's the Ace of Cups. Regardless if you're having a period of instability in other areas, it's looking like financial, or even though I just said that you are in a position that to take steps to make sacrifices, and you're standing up for yourself, and you are strong and able to stand up for what you believe in and what you know is right, but there's a part of you that doesn't want to see, that doesn't want to know. And you're being guided in a small, see, these cards are two twos, balance and harmony, but they're in opposition. This is thinking and clarity of the mind. This is tangible things of this earth. Tangible things of this earth, like money, career, stability, a place in society, your title, how people see you, whether you're a leader or a co-person in a situation, like a co-chair for a meeting or something going on. You're not like the boss, like at work, for example, and you know, you might be a boss of your own world, and that's cool. But yeah, there's like an opposition. There's something you don't want to look at, and even though on the outside everything seems balanced, and this is coming from a pure place in you. You're not doing this out of greed or selfishness, but it is by not taking a closer look. You don't want to let something go, some thought, some idea, and it's causing you to be somewhat unbalanced. with finances or your position in life. And yet we have the Ace of Cups coming in, and that is just straight up, you know, a gift from the heavens. And again, I spoke of purity. This is purity. I always think of, and my cup runneth over. I don't know, you might want to look into the 23rd Psalm, Psalm 23, because, you know, the line is that my cup runneth over. You have things. Please, you might want to look into that Psalm. So far, before we get some oracle cards to see, you know, how we can wrap this up for now, everything's in a state of motion and change and fluidity. Even things that just appear to be standing there, not moving like a rock. No. If water drops on that rock for thousands of years, it will become an indentation on the rock. So, yes, things, even if we cannot perceive it, things are always changing. And as thinking, feeling human beings, we are able to make choices unlike a rock. So, but change still happens to the rock under certain circumstances. So, yeah, I'm thinking right now of a diamond, and like that's kind of like where you're at. You're again, a diamond also represents money, but in this case as well, because as I said, this could have something to do with money, finances, stability in that sense. I'm hearing you want to buy your freedom. You know, you don't have to literally buy it with money. You can do it by just letting your angels come in and guide you, your spirit guides, your ascended masters, your spiritual family, and they will help you. But you're doing a great job right here, you know, holding it together and standing up for what you believe in. And you know, you have the mindset that you will win. You might want to take it down a notch with let it go. You know, you don't have to always like win on a grand scale. You know, little victories are good too, and life lessons. Even if you lose, you know, like a competition, or I don't know, like even if you lost, let's say, a few dollars out of your pocket. I don't know who carries cash around these days, but that's what's coming to me. And you lost it, you know, that's not a punishment. That's just, it's not a test. It's just, this happened. How did I lose that money? It's a lesson. You grow from it. We grow. So, you know, you are well favored. You're favored and well known. You are, if you're willing to make sacrifices, that already indicates that, you know, you are a stable, decent, good person. I feel very grounded energy coming from this. So, you know, yeah, you're gonna, the only thing that's, you know, kind of like in the way here, that's a blockage, is there's something you don't want to look at. It could be your perceived enemies. You may have real, you know, issues coming at you that are negative energy, but it's more like fire energy, like people who have different passion ideas, things like that. You know, they're you feel as if they're coming at you, whether they are or not. It doesn't matter. You're able to hold your own. You're able to hold your own. But let the universe help you. They want to give you a gift. This is a new beginning with making the sacrifice and letting it go. This might be different for you to think in this way and then to act in this way, but you know, it's, you want to do it because ultimately it leads to your freedom. So let's pull an Indigo Angel card. If the Indigo Angel card, angels, were here right now, with pile number 1, spiritual family, what would they say? I really feel a lot of grounded energy coming from you, though, so this is good. You're coming from a really stable place where you're making this choice or this change in your life. So that's really good. And again, St. Michael blue. And I don't know how much you're into meditating or your third eye chakra, your head chakra, but we've got a lot of purple going on here, so you might want to like meditate, even if you start out with just 30 seconds, you know, to quiet, be still, go within. That's where you'll find your freedom, within you. So let's see what the angels, Indigo angels, want to say. This is your card right here. Compassion. Nice. And we have two figures, two angels giving each other compassion, and we have the blue again. So St. Michael is here, and St. Michael protects, and he also is associated with the throat chakra. So you have something to say, and the way we say things, our tone of voice, the things we say, what we say, how we say it, can either be harmful or it can be extremely compassionate. An extremely compassionate action, and you're being heard. You know, you're being heard. And for some reason I'm feeling Jesus or Yeshua energy coming from this angel, or Mary Magdalene, or the Ascended Lady Mary, other Ascended Masters. Some Ascended Masters are coming through right now. I don't know if you have any affiliation with Gandhi, but you know, a man who freed a nation with peace and nonviolence. You know, you have a really stable energy, and you are the one who exercises compassion, and then you receive it back. And if you're not right now, tap into that third eye, tap into your head chakra, let go of attachments. Stick firm to your ideas, your principles, your ethics. Stick firm to them, but keep looking within. You know, there is an imbalance going on here, you know, but it will be resolved because of the Ace of Cups, and somehow more compassion is needed in your life, whether it's compassion toward yourself or others being compassionate towards you, or you exhibiting compassion for others. And honestly, that's the last thing. Exhibiting compassion for others serves you well. It serves you well. See? And leads to your freedom. So that's something to consider. And it will resolve your issue with this imbalance and not seeing. I'm hearing random acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness will help you. So you're already doing a great job. So we take one Shakti card, and then you can get back to your regularly scheduled life. So here's your card right there. Okay. Let's see. What does this Shakti card say? Meditate. Okay, I don't know what to say more about that since I just said it. Meditate. Quiet your mind, be present, tune in. Yeah, I'm even hearing be careful, not don't make any sacrifices, be careful, be mindful of the sacrifices you're making. Yeah, and the way you'll know that, and the way you'll be able to let go of outcomes, just do the work and let the rest unfold, which will lead to freedom, and more compassion in your life, a resolution to this. You're standing up for yourself, and this is great, and the universe backs you and is giving you gifts of the spirit, but mentally there's something you don't want to look at, and you meditate, go within, and exercise compassion. You can't give away something you don't have. So the compassion would have to start with you, and then be compassionate toward yourself, and then you can do that for others. And there's a great deal of healing in that process. So it looks like you're on a good path. I feel very quiet and stable. This is very nice. So, pile one, these are your messages. This is your reading. I hope this helped you or resonates with you in some way. If not, please check out one of my other videos, or find other mediums who you identify with, who make you happy. A good medium is not always going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what your spiritual family wants to tell you for your own ultimate freedom and happiness. So that is my suggestion to you. Also, I would love to know what you thought about this reading, if you'd like to comment below. So with that said, I wish you all the best. Much love, many blessings, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Okay, for those of you who chose this image, it's nice, and Lapis Lazuli with the number 34, which is 7. The seeker, the introspective, the truth seeker, knowledge, truth. What does this card have to say? And I have a little surprise behind this card, as you can maybe see by now. Many paths. Okay, you have chosen the card of many paths. And 2 cards came out for pile 2, so for the second pile. So you also have the lower world as well. So I will explain this. Many paths. You're being called to step into your power. I'm hearing step into yourself. And like step off the beaten path. And stop taking the, you know, the wide road. And the conventional road may seem easier or more natural. That is what you're used to. You know, we develop habits and patterns as human beings on this earth, and we want to get along to, you know, we want to, what is it, go along to get along. And no. In your case, you're being asked to listen to yourself and dive deep into the lower realms, which is just a shadow aspect of yourself. This is speaking to, some people call it your inner child, but this is the shadow self part of you that is deep within. And 7 is the number of enlightenment and self-awareness, and through spirituality and the truth. So there are many paths to source, to being connected with your spiritual family, which, again, I'm gonna say this, it could be your spirit guides, ascended masters, guardian angels, passed on loved ones, and ultimately, of course, the guardian angels, and then, of course, source, you know, God. So you're being asked to choose which path to follow. Maybe you've been thinking about this. Maybe you have been examining yourself and where you want to go in life. Or maybe this could just be a surprise, like, hi, you know, your angels, your spirit guides have shown up, and they're like, hey, guess what? Like, step off that path you're on, and, you know, you might be experiencing heartache or something negative, and you want to change. You want to step into a different path in life. You're not happy at your job, perhaps with a partner. I don't know exactly, but we're gonna find out with some more cards, I hope. But yeah, this is what you're being called to do. The lower world is just like, it's not the 3D world, nor is it the 5D world, the higher vibrational frequency world. This is the lower world, and for you to go within into that shadowy realm, that darkness, let's say, that, you know, you're very brave. It's either you've already started doing this, or you're being asked to do this by your spiritual family. And yes, you can do this. They wouldn't ask you to do something you can't do. You're good at going into the shadows and sticking to your choices and your path, and, you know, yeah, going deep within for the answers. See the light? It's not completely dark in the lower world. You know, you have light and angels, and also in the lower world. This is not a huge, let's say, surprise for you. It's foundational. It's a number of stability and foundation. Yeah, I'm hearing you could be being called to build a stronger foundation in your innermost self, so that you will be strong and stable as you choose your path in life and in your soul. We have an oversoul, we have soul contracts, and then we have life paths. In this life, you're being asked to choose a path, and you can do this. You have the stability, you have the tools, you're the best chakra for that kind of work of all going on here. This purple, you're 31. So let's find out a little more about what's going on with you. And it's great that you picked this Lapis Lazuli, because Lapis Lazuli is a stone of like dreams, vision, like mystical vision, and yes, going within. And when you go within, you can see more, with your light than, let's say, the average human being. You see more. Third eye chakra, head chakra open. You might want to, if you have lapis, you might want to put it under your pillow, hold it to your third eye, ask your spiritual family what it is they want to show you to help inform you about this path that you're going to take. So let's put the lapis there. I changed your tarot deck, by the way. The other one was just not vibing right. I didn't feel a good flow. So let's just put these here for a moment and we'll do some oracle cards. So for pile number 2, those who are going to dance to the beat of their own drum and walk their path bravely and with much stability and foundation. What is the energy surrounding this? What do you have to tell us, spiritual family, for pile 2? That is your card. Let's see. Into me I see. Okay. Infinitely. 8 infinite possibilities. Into me I see. Look at your head, your third eye all lit up with stars. And we have the circle here, the unending eternal life circle. I'm hearing the heartbeat of the earth drum, the heartbeat of the earth. You may be tied to shamans, Native Americans, ancient Chinese healing modalities of healing like Qigong, or maybe you're just interested in those different that type of mysticism. You may be a healer yourself. You certainly have the celestial realm, your spiritual family support. They want to help you with this, and your power comes from their light, as well as your ability to be strong and face the shadows and the darkness. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you can go to dark places and bring light. But right now, this is about you. You are the one that's choosing a path. This is somehow part of your oversoul. This is somehow part of not just your soul contract. This is part of eternally you. So in many of your lifetimes, you know how to go into the shadows and bring light. But to do that, you know how to do this. But really, with many paths, you're being encouraged right now to look within yourself and decide what path it is you want to take in this life. Yeah, you want to be in alignment with Source. So let's see. We have pull a soul card. I'm getting this is like a spiritual thing. I'm also seeing a beach, like you want to go on a vacation. You want to get away from it all for a while, It could be a beach. It could be the mountains, the forest, somewhere. Nature. You're being called to nature and quiet. Let's see, what else? Yeah, very, very grounded, but you're very heart-based. You have a good heart. You want to do what's right. You see the green here, back here? That is the green of the heart chakra of, you can always appeal to the Archangel Saint Raphael. And yeah, it's there, you know, but you go through the darkness to get to this heart space living. And that is a freaking awesome gift that you have, you know. So if you're not aware of this yet, you know, you can always Google starseeds, awakenings. I heard activations. You may be getting an activation. I'm hearing a level up. Yeah, like the more you go into the lower world and meditate and look into the reality of things with the number 7, introspection and truth telling, you look for the truth. You find the truth. If you are not there yet, then you are, you know, it's up to you to choose that. Only you can choose the path that you're on, ultimately, in your soul. Only you choose that. What the world does to you is, you know, follows after that, or doesn't do it. Works for you, doesn't have to do things to you, could do things with you, for you. But yeah, you know how to go through the shadows. You know how to look at yourself, and that is very admirable to take a look at yourself and say, what am I going to do with my life? Does my soul match with my desires in life? And your answer is your answer. It's yours. But I get a feeling that I'm getting a really amped up feeling right now that, like, yeah, like whatever this choices you're gonna make, yeah, like it's wow. It's wow. It's really nice. Like, wow, my energy just shifted from like very calm, very chill, very laid back to like, woo, this is going to be great when you step onto that path. Like, wow, my energy, wow, my head is all lit up in the tips of my ears. So you have imagination, your soul. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. So you will find your path through your imagination when you go within. I'm hearing pay attention to your dreams. You might want to get a journal and start writing down your dreams, or a recorder. You can get an app on your phone easily. And yeah, you can, what you imagine will come into being. So, you know, it helps inform your choices to many paths. So you want your imagination to take off. Listen to your imagination. It's imagination. People would make fun of things like that. They say, it's imagination. No, it's not imagination. If you can imagine it, then it can become real. Anything you imagine can become real. And that is what I'm hearing is like, yes, what you imagine, you're thinking too. You know, you're thinking about what path. You imagine different outcomes. And this is good. You know, you're not just like trigger happy, like boom, you know, like I'm choosing this path. No, you're taking time. You're looking at the outcomes of if you choose this path or this path or this path, which one serves you the best. And you're going to make a good decision because you have like a very grounded, very energetic foundation. Shungite, very foundational, coming from that kind of space. So embrace your imagination. Excuse me. Let's pull some tarot to see if we can find out specifically what this choices are, what you're dealing with. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you. These two fell out, actually 3, and we have 4. So let's start with 4, and we can always come back and pull some more tarot. Actually, before we read these, my mistake, I apologize. I have a small table. I think that's going to be part of my shtick. I have my spiel. Yeah, I have a small table. It's true, I do. Like I said, I'm coming from New York City. I have a very small, I live in a very small room, but I love it. So Just a Irish girl born in the Bronx, and I've overcome that part of I haven't overcome it. I've embraced my Celtic side. So okay, we have the Five of Air. This is very interesting because this came out in pile 1, so you might want to look at pile 1. But the Five of Air, so it's like, but for you, I'm hearing you're kind of fighting with yourself. Look at all these unicorns, right? So you're unique, definitely unique. I already said this as to who you are. And, you know, all these unicorns are coming together in this small space. And this one looks confused, looking off like, where am I going? You know, and these two are looking over here. And this one is looking here. And it's like, truly, where are you going? You know, what I'm hearing, though, is to be mindful of not to have, you don't have to have, coming from a place of, I have to get this right. I have to win. I have to make sure it's perfect. I have to make sure it's, you know, what I choose is absolutely for sure certain. I mean, you do consider these things already, but I'm hearing, don't worry. You don't have to worry. The choice you make is your choice. And it will be the right choice. You know, just don't drive yourself crazy. Try as you go through this process of figuring out and making, it is a big choice, a life path. It's a big choice. You know, even though we have our soul contracts, even though we have our soul missions, our life contracts and missions, you know, we're human. We make mistakes, you know. I know for me, I get wound up sometimes. Am I executing my soul mission? Am I going to do it right? You know, and I can really get very upset about that. And then I have to take a step back and, you know, calm down. And I don't have to get it right. I don't have to win all the time. I'm already, I'm already winning. You are already winning if you're even considering doing this amazing job at choosing your path. And also I was meant to say with your path, just because we have a soul contract, just because we have a life path, a life contract, doesn't mean that you have to have it right. Also, if it turns out that it's genuinely not working out for you, it can be rewritten. You know, it can be rewritten. It's nice to be in alignment with our soul paths and our soul and our life mission, but ultimately, you know, you are loved and you're going to do your best. You're going to do your best. And, you know, and if it just isn't working out, if it's really soul crushing for you, then it can be rewritten. So you don't have to, you know, that can be your nature though, to always want to win, to be an achiever, to go for things, you know. But this is more like, again, 7 matters of the mind and what is true and what is real. And, you know, it's really what is true and real for you. What is your truth? So let's do some tarot. We have the 5 of Swords. Again, there you go. There you go. The 5 of Swords, the 5 of Air, which is the 5 of Swords. Okay, I don't know what to say about that, but let's see. Queen of Swords. Wow. You're thinking a lot. You are really, you want to win. You want to win. You already are winning, that you're here and paying attention to these things. And the Queen of Swords helps you with choices. This is just. And with the butterfly here, it leads to change. Look at it in this beautiful sky here, you know, a pretty much cloudless sky. But you're thinking a lot, and we have strength. So you are strong. You don't have to, whether it's a competition, whether you're arguing with someone that your point of view is right, anything like that, that your choice is the right choice and you're gonna win at this path. This is the winning path, you know. It's no matter what you choose, you are strong enough to live your life or your soul path that you choose, that you're gonna choose. You know, you've had this strength for a long, long time, for all time. Your soul is very strong, and a messenger is coming. You are the messenger. Yeah. And then we have the Two of Cups. So, yes, this Five of Swords and Five of Swords here, I'm getting just a feeling, I'm going to put this right here, that you're having some conflict either within yourself. Again, you have masculine and feminine energy. We all do. But your path that you choose is going to be perhaps between another person, someone you're dealing with at your job or career, or perhaps you are leaving your career. I'm seeing all of a sudden that you may want to start a project of some sort that would be your career, that would be your life, you know, dream and mission. But if it's not just you aligning yourself with yourself and then source, it's with someone else. And yes, actually at this point I'm going to change what I said because I'm getting more information. Yes, you might have to fight. You might have to not necessarily fight, but win. Your point of view, you know, you might have to explain to somebody and make sure they understand, you know, this path that you're choosing and how you're right. It involves someone else. And I'm hearing this is like a karmic past, a karmic past. Maybe in the past you've had to defend yourself and win, always win. Or it would have affected your relationships with either your partner, your family, your friends. I'm not hearing job right now, your career. But I am hearing your career is something your soul longs for, the way that you're going to have money and finances in this life. However, more importantly than that is your thoughts. You are a truth seeker. And to thine own self be true is coming to mind. So yeah, you don't have to fight so much. You don't have to win. And yeah, you can just go within and listen to your imagination. It's right. So let's pull an Indigo Angel card. If the angels were standing here right now in front of pile number 2, the many paths and lower world pile, what did they say to you? What do they want to say to you? Here's your card. No, it's sticky. That is not your card. So let's see. No. Pile 2. There's your card. Okay. Whoa! I don't know. It might not want to be seen. Physical outlet. Nice. Your path involves something with being seen. Noticed, recognized. You're in a position of power. You notice, you're recognized. St. Michael helped you get there. I don't know if you can see the green there too, but like your heart, you're passionate about what it is that you want, the path that you want to take. And I'm hearing dancer. Maybe you're an artist of some sort, a musician, a dancer, or you help people learn how to dance, excuse me, and sing and use their voice. St. Michael, use your voice. But yeah, your angels are encouraging you to, goes nicely with physical outlet and imagination. These two colors align nicely, as well as the color of the font. So yeah, it's like many you are choosing your path. Look at you on your path. This is beautiful. And you're going through some sort of struggle you know, to get there, and you'll win. And it's just and fair, the decisions that you make. Even if others, it seems to you that other people are making your life like hard or whatever because what they think and what they believe in. No, you are strong. Your soul is strong. You can be there for yourself, and you actually have the backing. Look at that giant horse in the back with the raven, and it almost looks as if I believe that is some kind of another kind of bird. It could be a hawk. It looks like it's a hawk, but it has armor on. You fly high. You fly low. You fly low into the lower realms, and you also fly high. And you follow through. You follow through. If you don't start following through with your ideas and the choices you make. And this is a physical outlet choice. This is you're going to be recognized, even if it's a quiet spiritual path. Like, still you're looked up to. People admire you. You're seen. So have no fear. Your angels are pretty much guaranteeing you success right here. But as I said many times, you know, whatever choice you make is going to be the right choice, because it's the right choice for you, for your soul and your life path. Okay, so we're going to pull one Shakti card to close out this reading. Let's see, what do you want to say? What advice, suggestions, messages do you have for pile 2? Also, Amethyst. Don't forget. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a different reading. The Lapis crystal. Again, it helps with imagination. It helps with visions. It helps with your dreams. It helps you see them better. It helps you see them better, more aware, more conscious of it. You might want to get a piece of it, put it under your pillow, or if you meditate, when you meditate, you know, put it nearby, and it will help you see more clearly your dreams. You're making a big choice here. It's your choice, your path. Okay, we have Holy. Celebrate your inner child. Live, laugh, love. Yeah, you can't go wrong on this path that you're choosing. Someone else is involved, but please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just a messenger. You know, it's like ultimately you will be strong enough to say, you don't agree with me. This is my life type of situation. This is the kind of what I'm seeing. And you're telling them, this is my path, my soul, my dreams. This is what I see for myself, and the angels are backing you. So it doesn't matter too much if people understand your choice or not, or if you feel like you have to, you know, get them to understand what it is you want and what you're seeing. You'll win anyway. You will come out victorious, but you can let it go. You don't have to have a by any means necessary attitude. I'm hearing breathe. Like myself, I just have to take a breath. Breathe. And celebrate your inner child. Live, laugh, love. That is also how you will find how you choose your path in life. If you're already not someone creatively living in a creative mode of expression as your career or your life is a major part of your life, you're being invited to do that. You know, children, your inner child, children like to play and laugh. They have an innocence about them. They haven't been, you know, soul crushed by the world. So, you know, yeah, your angels are saying, yes, you are seen, you are recognized, and through physical expression of laughing, living, loving, love yourself, you'll be on the right path. You have made the right choice. It's something to do with creativity. But before you can get to this creative part, or even if you are in this creative part, there's thinking, you're thinking. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, but as I said, this is just. Whatever you decide is just and fair and right for you. So you all have free will. Choose wisely. You have the tools, you have the ability. You have maybe one person who doesn't get what you're talking about and is trying to block you somehow, and you're gonna be victorious in the end. You're going to be strong and persist, and it will be just. And it's with your imagination. You can imagine whatever it is you want to be, something beautifully creative, like with your physical body. Just walking. I'm seeing this now. Just walking and emanating high vibrational positive vibes helps others and helps the collective. So even just taking care of your physical self, your health, your mental, spiritual, and physical health, but especially your physical health and what it is you imagine that you can do, and go for that. Go celebrate your inner child. Live, laugh, love, and I wish that you are happy with the path that you choose for yourself. So, with that said, I'm going to say that is your reading. If it resonates with you, awesome. If not, then you might want to check out one of my other readings. Or I always encourage people, please go find mediums that make you happy, that resonate with you. You know, a good medium is not always going to tell you what you want to hear. We're going to tell you what is being told to us. I am just a channel for messages. And, you know, my goal is to provide insight or illumination to a situation and to be of service and help. So thank you for letting me read for you today. I'd love to see in the comment section below what you thought of your reading. I'd love to hear from you. And until the next time, I wish you all the best. Much love, many blessings, and see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So, for those of you who picked Amethyst with this card, and the number 54, which is 9, which is some sort of conclusion, resolution, ending, maybe finishing something. Let's see. Paper tape. So we have the Sweat Lodge. Okay, so the Sweat Lodge speaks to going within for healing and ultimately freedom. There's a part of you that you need to or should let go of, this dark part. We all have shadow aspects in ourselves, so there is no judgment on that. And I mentioned something with completion. So, and when things end, there is almost always a new beginning. So, going to the Sweat Lodge, it's almost like getting medicine. Not like literal medicine on the earth, but you know, like you get what you need to fulfill your soul, to feed your soul, and take care of your physical body as well. Sweat out all the old things that no longer serve you, and so you're stepping into a new role. Passionate. Something to do with the root chakra, which is where our creativity and our passions and our ambition come from. So let's pull some more cards to get some insights about this. And also with the Amethyst, good choice. It's a good general overall crystal of healing, serenity, and also helps with overcoming addictions. So you may be going through something with yeah, this addiction thing is kind of sticking with me. I mean, hey, we can get addicted to anything: TV, meditating, illegal substances, you know. There's no judgment on my channel, so if that's what you're going through, you know, let's help you get through this. Also, the Sweat Lodge is an offering of a second chance from whatever you've done in this life, your life path, your soul mission. Perhaps you've gone astray and you are returning to the circle of one, the earth, Mother Earth, her womb. You can be reborn, ending and then reborn, or letting go of the things that do not serve you, and then you can be fully reborn. Basis of the root chakra are these colors, and you'll have stability to embrace this second chance that you're being offered. So let's see what other cards we can pull so that more will be revealed about this. It's almost like I'm hearing a complete halt, stop, hold. You know, the army, they put a fist up, hold, stop. Whatever it is you're doing or have done, you may have done something, as I said, that's not aligned with your soul purpose or your soul mission or your life mission, like your contracts, and you're going for some healing and stop that part of your life and heal and emerge new. So let's see what the energy is around your situation. This card, I have two coming out for you. So we have Sacred Reverence. Okay, this is nice. With 47, which is 11, which is 2. So restoring balance, harmony. It's somehow harmony, balance, and I don't know, I'm hearing stability too. And this was sticking, so it wants to come out beyond the ordinary. So yeah, you did something that was beyond the ordinary, beyond the average. You yourself are most likely a very unique individual, and you're also being recognized by your star family, your soul family, your spiritual family. You're being seen, you're being recognized. I'm having a slight vision. They are revering you. It is not the other way around. You're not being called to not worship, but to see them in a higher position than you are. They are revering you. They're offering you a key. This key is to freedom of your heart. So whatever it is that you did or you're going through now, that you're being offered a second chance, it most likely has something to do with love, possibly love for the earth. Maybe you're an environmentalist, you're into the environment. Maybe you're very devoted to Mother Earth, Gaia, or like I'm seeing St. Francis for some reason, because that may resonate with you. The animals. Animals would, St. Francis is associated with animals and healing. I'm hearing all of a sudden Jophiel, Archangel Jophiel, is about Archangel Jophiel is about nature, and again, balance and harmony and love amongst animals on the earth and in nature. So this may have something to do with, I mean, that's just the vision I have. Don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger. But yeah, it's coming through very strongly. You are loved and seen, even if you can't see it yet, and you're being offered a key. So this second chance, this going within and like kind of exfoliating the part of you that's like, you know, dead, like exfoliating dead skin, you know, old ideas, old, you know, ways of living. And you did something, I don't know what it is right now, but you did something and it did not work out well for you. It may be something related to the heart. I'm hearing maybe you let someone move in with you, something with a partnership, a relationship, could be a friend, but you are beyond the ordinary, and you're seen this way. Your spiritual family, your star family sees you beyond the ordinary, and perhaps this caused you to do what you did. And you know, in the 3D world, when you're already like having 5th dimension consciousness, sometimes it's difficult to live in the 3rd dimension, in the everyday average ego-based world. And so if you are acting beyond 3D, people will look at you kind of like at your lights. Again, I hear you're well loved. People like you. But even your choices, something that you did, that you chose, didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And that simply is because your consciousness, your way of being, your way of living, it doesn't fit in all the time in the 3D. Yeah. It's like your puzzle is a whole different puzzle, but we've got to make your 5D puzzle fit with the 3D puzzle, you know, or we can't really, it's difficult to get along on this earth. So, and what number do we have here? Again, 45, but just a 9. So something is ending, for sure. Something is ending. Something you did. Is ending, and you're about to be reborn, but this is an invitation. This is up to you to go close and keep hearing Mother Earth Gaia, and hold fast to you have passion, great passion about what you want to achieve in this life and who you are. You just need like a little spa retreat type thing where you like get rid of the energy. Yeah, that sticky energy that stuck to you from whatever it was that you did. It has something to do with your heart. So it could be any type of love, universal love, you know. Oh, I'm hearing, you know, it could be something, I'm so sorry to say this, but like, even with like racism, like perhaps someone was racist against you, or just in general not respecting who you are. You're not always understood. You're beyond the average. So people might have misunderstood you, and I'm feeling right now, it's like it makes you a little sad that people act that way. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so I'm not saying that actual racism was perpetrated against you. It's anything that a situation or people that may have gone against you, and then that caused you to do something, and that solution, it did not work out And so you're being given a second chance. So let's pull some more cards and more will be revealed and we can get greater insight into this. So let's pull some soul cards. What? Whoa! Okay, that just fell out for sure. Flew out the deck. So we'll take it. And we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So yeah, you're like at a crossroads right now, trying to make a choice where you're going in this next phase of your life, because you're being given a second chance and you're being called, yes, to use your intuition. And what I like about this is that this is, you know, the fiery, passionate color of the root chakra. And then we're gonna go in, you have fire energy. This is nice, you know, passionate, beyond the ordinary. You love, like, on a big scale, you know, you have a lot of love, and very, very passionate, very unique individual, creative, artsy type. Even if that's not like your career or whatever, you know, like maybe you work at a bank or something to that effect, you got to wear a suit, but as soon as that suit comes off, this is what's underneath it all. And so right now you're in a period or a place of indecision. You don't know what step to take next. So yeah, you don't know right now. You may have ideas because you use your intuition, and you're being called to use your intuition in all aspects of your life. So when you go within for healing, and once you're healed, you can be reborn to this new you, or new way you face certain situations. You're being asked to use intuition, which has neither logic nor feeling. It just is. So that's what you do with your intuition. We're human. We don't always listen to our intuition. But you know, deep inside, you know, intuitively, what it is you should do. And I'm hearing you really should take the opportunity of, like, taking a break for yourself and clearing away, like, whatever this situation was that caused you to seek to kind of, like I said, that, like, exfoliate, scrub that off of you, and then reemerge and come out. So we're gonna pull some angel tarot, see if we can get some more information about this situation, about you, what you're going through. And we'll pull some regular tarot. Okay, so some angel tarot. Okay, what does the amethyst, and you might want to use amethyst crystals for healing as well. They're very good healing crystals. So for general healing, it doesn't have to be anything specific, although since it's purple, and this one is, see, it's half purple, half, like, not cloudy, but yeah, it's like you did whatever you did or thought or chose to do was unclear, perhaps, the outcome, and what happened, and now you have the opportunity to heal. So you can use amethyst. So let's see with the angel tarot, what messages are going to come through for you. We want some clarity. What does pile number 3 and the sweat lodge have? Pile number 3, what messages do you have for pile number 3? Spiritual family, star family, source, but mostly the angels. It's the angel tarot. Here's your card right here. The 2 of air. This is interesting. This came out in the first reading. You may want to check that out. Two of Swords. So there's something going on in your life that you don't want to look at. And you're having a difficult time making a decision. And right here it says, being unable or unwilling to make a decision. A stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Okay, so I don't know what your problem is right now. But whatever it is or was, you are being asked to walk away from that and start fresh. You see this, the clashing of the horns of the unicorns? They don't look like enemies, but right here, you know, their horns are lit up like energy. They're energized, and it's just like a block, and all behind you are the angels and the stars. But there is something that you just don't want to see. Maybe it is another person. The situation involves another person, as I mentioned. It could be a matter of the heart. It could be a relationship, romantic, or family and a child, or you are the child and you're thinking of your family, your parents, but you see you're kind of basically looking at someone else. Another, it's just two. And again, the number two, we have, you know, balance and harmony. So this either affected your heart very much or is affecting your heart very much. And it could be another person, this choice that you've made or need to make, and you're kind of stuck because there are parts of it that you don't. Wow, your energy is like all over the place. Pile 3, hold on, because you're having a hard time seeing clearly. So that's why your angels are coming in to help you, whether you see that or not. They're there, they're coming through to tell you. You can't see, perhaps you're having a hard time deciding your next move. It's go within. Get away from the situation if you can. The results of what you did. So let's look at some tarot cards and see if we can have more clarity and more will be revealed. So pile 3, that's your card. This is your card. Man, you're a little scattered right now, I think. You know, these cards are like really ready to fly off out of my hands. This is making you nervous, whatever's going on. You're feeling nervous, perhaps. A higher vibrational. Beyond the ordinary, a higher vibration. So let's see. We have, yeah, I think of the deck incorrect. So we have strength. This is good. We have the Queen of Swords. Again, this was in pile 1. You may want to check out pile 1. So we have strength. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Tower. Yeah. Yeah, let's put that right here. And nice, the Star. Beautiful. Okay, so what's going on here is that you are not the average, and in your case, your guardian angels, your star family, your spiritual family have a reverence for you because you care about things. You have a big heart. You're a very caring individual. You're being offered a key to unlock more of your heart. I'm hearing you've been hurt, perhaps hurt by someone, like in a relationship, a situationship, or a partnership. And because you think beyond, not on the 3D level, so you made some choices in your life and they didn't work out for you the way you thought they would, and you really don't want to look at this too closely, and so this leads to indecision. So with the tarot here, I feel like a card is missing. I'm going to pull one in one moment. So meanwhile, while you've made this choice and you don't know what to do, you can't see an answer perhaps too clearly. Okay, so right away there, you're being guided to use your intuition. In addition to that, you are also being told that you are coming from a position of strength. So despite the fact that, you know, you're in the 5th dimension, that you're a higher vibrational being, you do have the strength to live in this 3D world. You do have the strength to overcome whatever consequences happen from the choices you made. This is not a feeling-based choice. You thought about this, you're logical, and just as much with that logic and matters of the mind, you are, they're basically saying, like, you can choose for yourself the right thing to do, what is true, what is clear, what is honest, what is fair, what is just, and ultimately that is to take care of you. You know, I'm hearing apologize. I don't know if someone needs to apologize to you or you to them, but whatever happened, it created a tower moment. A tower moment. And by the way, like I said, you're unique and ordinary and higher vibrational. You see on the tower, there's like a crown here. You know, it's like, it's almost as if you wanted this change to happen. You know, you are the crown. Something in your life, you know, didn't go right, didn't go well. It felt like everything came crumbling down. But because you know how to use your mind logically and come to good choices, you are strong. And you're also being guided to go to your spiritual family, your star family, and you know, you can appeal to them to see, to have strength to see into what it is that needs to be done right now, which is ultimately is just take care of yourself. Go away from whatever the situation is. If you literally can get away physically, go away and go take a vacation, go take a break. And you know, or it could be something as simple as you know, you can always say before you take a nap or go to sleep, I accept and receive the gifts you have to offer me. You say this to the universe, to source, to your star family, your soul family, and your spiritual family, and they will help you. They're offering it to you. It's almost like, surprise, you won a trip. You know, like that type of thing, like a cruise, you know, like that's what they're talking about. Like, go, it's not necessarily a punishment. It's not, I don't know what you did. I don't see that you did anything negative or wrong. It just did, it was not in alignment with source and with the world. Even though your heart was in the right place. You're a very strong individual, and yes, you're being also asked to not just use your intuition, but to use your logical mind, your rational mind, your wise mind, because something happened. I don't see this as happening or in the future. Something is, you know, like it's going to feel like your whole world came crashing down around you. This has happened already with the sweat lodge here. And, you know, of course, it's always have faith, have hope, you know, that things will get better. And with this gift, of the Sweat Lodge, sacred reverence, and you are beyond the ordinary. You know, you can be in touch with the angels. You know, no matter what you did, give it to the star angel, because she can handle it. You know, she can handle the emotions. And keep in mind that, you know, what you feel, what you think, goes out into the collective and affects everyone as well. So think positively and happy and joyously that, you know, oh gosh, you know, YouTube may censor me for this. Hold on a second. Hold on, I have a remedy for that. Aha. Let's fix this right now so they don't shut down my channel. Here. There. Okay, now YouTube, Google should be happy. But yeah, see, it could be something as choice as small as that. If my channel was shut down, I'd feel like my whole world came crumbling down. So yes, you know, it's a clear indicator that the angels are with you, and they can help you. Because yes, your emotions, the things you go through, the things you see, feel, taste, touch, all of that affects the collective as a whole. And you have a lot of good to contribute to the collective. But you gotta take care of yourself first. You can't give something away that you don't have. So, I'm hearing the word healing. And we have another tarot card for you. Okay, so 8 of Wands, which was in reverse. So, as I already said, you're passionate. You have a great passion in your soul, whether it is about your ideas or your feelings. You have great strength and connectedness to the angelic realm. And when you're not feeling that connected or in alignment, then you go to them and they help you. And see, there's a blockage, and I put this here, but first let me put this with the 2 of air, right? So you're making changes, and you're had that situation happen where things just kind of fell apart or crumbled, and it's time for you to rise up out of the ashes and be reborn anew. I'm seeing all these birds right now flying, and angels. They're white feathers. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4. And so you're just experiencing a blockage right now with the indecision and the 2 of air, which is the 2 of swords. And you got to get beyond this blockage, because you can, because you have the strength to do so, because you have that knowledge to do so, because you are revered by your spiritual family and by source. So something is asking me to take one more card, and then we'll move on. So 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you planted some seeds, you did some work, you did something, and it's kind of like you need to be patient with yourself now. It didn't manifest the way you wanted it to, or people misunderstood. And so now you're kind of like in a holding pattern, because the 8 of Wands is upside down, it's reversed, and things feel like they crash down around you. But it's okay, because you already put things in motion for you to prosper and be stable and secure and okay. It's almost like you have precognition, so you already planned ahead, and you're going to reap the fruits of whatever it is that you planted, what you started to manifest in time. Patience. Go within and the answers will come to you so that you can harvest all of this. See? Even if others don't get you, you get you. So let's do 2 more cards, even though time is getting on here. So, if the Indigo Angels were here right now, and they were able to speak to you. Actually, they are here right now, but we're going to use a card. So, what do the Indigo Angels have to say to pile number 3? There's your card right there. Look through the situation. Okay, I don't think I need to say more than that, you know. We have the Queen of Swords here. Look through it, use your mind, go backwards, track your steps, figure out how this Tower moment happened, and then take appropriate steps. But most of all, be good to yourself. Let the universe take care of you. Absolutely. And then we'll pull 1 Shakti card, because everyone else gets a Shakti card, so you do too. You matter too. So, let's see. Pile number 3. 1 last message. There we go. We excuse me, we have waning moon. Release old habits and patterns. Okay, I don't know when you're watching this, but today is October 18th, 2025, and the moon is going to go into a new moon on the 21st of this month in Scorpio. So after the moon is full, new, it's a new moon, it will go into a waning period, and that is when, so I'm thinking like in about a week, let's say, in about a week, start releasing old habits and patterns. That is when the healing can begin. Truly, deeply. The second chance that you're being offered in about, I'd say, a week to 10 days. That's what I'm getting. And yeah, it's just release old habits and patterns. You're not a bad person. You just gotten used to doing things a certain way. We all have habits. Like me clearing my throat. It's a habit now. So yeah. You have the strength to do this. You have the angels behind you. You have logic and wisdom. You can easily look through the situation and benefit from this. Benefit from this Tower moment. With the backing of your spiritual family, take a look at the situation. I mean, really look at the situation, because maybe it's not even as, you know, maybe it just feels like a Tower situation, and it's not. I mean, look, she's just picking flowers. You know, they remind me of lavender. I don't know, I'm not good with flowers very much. All my plants die on me no matter what I try to do for them. But flowers I like, but I don't know them very well. But I do know lavender is calming, so perhaps that means something to you. You might want to, and also lavender, there's lavender oil, lavender colors. You chose the oh my goodness, my mind just went absolutely blank. It is the amethyst, right? Which brings serenity and peace. So ultimately, you don't have to worry. You just need to accept the gift of second chances and healing and letting go of the way your life was going, or the consequences of a choice or an action you took. And then there'll be like a new, not a new you, but stepping more into yourself. and being able to live more as yourself in this world. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything else. So yeah, have a good time at the sweat lodge. Have a good, you know, spa break, a mini break. I don't know, maybe do like a little body detoxing. You know, eat healthier foods, things like that. You might want to do things like that. And, you know, habits and patterns that do not serve you. You know, you know what they are. So look at it, take a look, and see. And your choices will become clearer. So, with that said, pile number 3, I hope this helped you in some way. If it did not resonate with you, please check out one of my other readings. Search out mediums online or in person who make you happy and help you. A real medium is going to tell you not what you want to hear, but what you are meant to hear. And these are your spirit guides coming through my spiritual team to get these messages to you. So with that, I wish you all the best. Much love, many blessings, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.